All right, today I've got Space Oddity by David Bowie for you. So we're going to start out with the F major 7 chord, 3, 2, 1, and open. E minor. Okay, so it kind of fades in with those two chords. So really, by the time you start hearing it in the version I was just listening to, you hear a F major 7 and then an E minor, and then it switches to C, and that's where the verse starts. So our first strum pattern in the song is like a down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So think about that. We got that F major 7 to E minor. Let's try to count this in. And it's down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's keep that going. So it's kind of like you count like 1 E and that's where you get that up. 1 E and up, down, down, 1 E and up, down. 1 E and up, down. 1 E and So it's the 4th 16th note of that first beat if you keep track of stuff like that. So then we're going to get into the verse. We're going to have that same strum. We're going to start in a C, and then we're going to go to E minor. And we're going to do the C to E minor twice. So 2, 3, 4. E minor, C again, E minor. Now we're going to go A minor. Now we're kind of going to a C, but it's really like, in this case, it's like a A minor with a G bass. We're bringing our G in there, and it makes it look like a C, but we're really going like kind of A minor to A minor with a G bass. And you can kind of hit that one on that upstroke. So when we're making these chords go faster, it's kind of like the upstroke hits where the new chord happens. So then we're going D7, full D7. So the A minor to the A minor G went faster than the others. Okay, so let's start at that C again. And once again, our strum is down, up, down, 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 up, down. So let's try that. 2, 3, and down, up, down, E minor. Now we got our A minor thing coming up. D7. Then we repeat C. So we're going to do all this again. E minor. C, E minor, and we got our A minor, D7, and at that point we just hold that, and then it gets all these spacey sounds going. You might try stuff like just making some crazy sounds kind of thing. Another fun one I like to do is this diminished chord where it's like 2, 3, 2, 3. Sounds kind of like a rocket ship going off. You can use your nail against there, use your pick against there, make some weird sounds. So anyway, you can fill that space with whatever kind of fun stuff you want to do. Okay, and then when we move into the next part after the sound effects, we're going to have the C chord again. We're going to go to an E major this time, but we have a slightly different strum. So we're going to have down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So try that one more time. 2, 3, and. So pretty basic stuff. Then we're going to go to an E major, do the same thing. 2, 3, and. And then we're going to go to an F. 3, 4. Okay, let's try the C, E, and F again. 2, 3, and. E, F. Now we're going to go to F minor, 3, 1, 1, 1. And we're going going to go to C after that, but we're kind of going to combine these two into the same measure. And then F major. We'll do the F minor again. C. See how it hits that upbeat again on that C? So a lot of times you'll have, when you have a split measure of two chords, that upstroke will come in and hit on the second chord. So let's go from the F minor again. 2, 3, and C, F major, and that goes the whole set. F minor again, C, F again. Okay, then we start that whole thing over again on the C. So we're gonna have down, down, up, down, down, up, down. 2, 3, and E major, F. Then we have the F minor C, F major, full thing. Back to F minor, C, F. Okay, so I know that's kind of tough, so let's take that real slow. So we're going to go from C to E to F, and then we're going to do our F minor C thing. So nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. E, F, F minor C, F major. Got the F minor again. And if it's too hard to hit that upbeat on that C thing, then just do the F minor. You could use like just the basic same kind of strum for each one and make them kind of even, like down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Down, down, up, down, 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 up. You don't always have to hit that upstroke, but it is in there if you wanted to try it. So once again, the F minor to C would be 2, 3, and upstroke, F. Okay, so this new part, we're going to have this F major 7. We're going to have this new strum. It's kind of like the intro, but it has one extra strum in there. So it's like. Okay, so we got down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's try that again. 2, 3, and down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And we have F major 7 to E minor twice. So once again, 2, 3, and up, down, down, up. Now we have a new bridge here. We have a B flat to the A minor and G to the F. 2 and 3 and 4. So let's look at that again. We got like a B flat, 3, 3, 3, and I'm muting that bottom string. So it's like that planet Earth is blue part. So it's like planet Earth is blue, and the G to F I can do. Let's try it again. 2, 3, and B flat, A minor, and G to the F, 2, 3, 4. Now we have a new little chords thing. We have C, C, F, G, G, A, C, C, F, G, G, A. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. C, C, F, G, G, A, C, C, F, G, G, A. And of course you can do that just kind of quicker if you can get these bars down with get some of these fingers to get those 3s in a row. It makes things a lot quicker. So let's try it again. 3, 4. C to F to G to A, C to F to G to A. Okay, so that's a little tricky because they move quick. There's another thing you could add to that. C, C, F, C, G, G, A, C, C, F, C, G. So you got a quick C before that G if you want to add that in there. You don't need to though. C, C, F, C, G, G, A, C, C, F, C, G, G, A. And Let's do it again without that C in there. So C, F, G, A. C, C, F, G, A, A. C, C, F, G, A, A. Okay, so either way you want to do that one. Then we're moving on. We're going to have so F major 7 to E minor again. That's normal, but now we're going to have an A major come in there, and a C, and a D, and an E major. So let's look at this. We're going to have E minor, A, C, D, E. Okay, now we're into the next verse. So let's go over that one more time. We got F major 7, E minor, A, C, D, and E major. So here we go. Now A to C. Then D to E. Okay, now we're in the third verse. We're going to go back to the C chord. We're going to have, so that's our strum again, where we had down, down, up, down, up, down. So let's follow through this. This is going to be C, E major, F, and then that F minor to C thing again. So 2, 3, and E major, F, F minor, C, F minor, C again. Now we're going to go G. That's a E7, 2, 1, 3, open, or you could do the easy one, 0, 1, open, open. So let's go from that G again, 3 and 4 and E7, A minor to A minor with the G, which looks like a C, and then D7. And then we're going to go C, then we're going to go G. So let's look through all that again. So we're going to have the G is our new chord, and then we're going to an E7 of some sort, and then A minor to that, lift that out to get a G in there, looks like a C. So let's try that from the G again. G, E7, A minor, pull that one out, and then D7, 3 and 4 and E7, A minor, pull that one out, and then we got D7, longer, full measure, and then C, we got G. Okay, so we got this F major 7, E minor a couple times, then we got that Planet Earth is Blue B flat thing, A minor, and G to F, 2 and 3. Then we got those chords, C to F, G, A, C to F, G, A, F major 7, E minor, A major, C, heading towards the outro here, D, and then we got E. We're gonna hold that E, keep that rolling. Kind of fades out with that. Okay, let's try that one more time. G, B minor, 4, 4, 3, 2. E minor, 2, open, 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 and all the opens for E minor 7. 3 and 4 and. Then we're going to go to a C chord, but we're going to rest on the first half of the first beat. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 4. So we don't hit the 1 or the 3. We go 1 and 2 and 4. Okay, let's try that. 3, 4, rest. Then the measure after that's going to go 1 and 2 and 4. So those two measures of C end up being 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 4. Okay, so whole intro again. 3, 4. And this is going to be a version where we mix the melody into the chord progression. So top 3 strings open for a G chord, and then O, 3, O on the B string, B minor with the open on the bottom, go to the 4 on the 3rd string, and then 3, O. So you hold that same chord, kind of arpeggiate that. So, and then we're going to do E minor for 4, and go to the open, E minor 7 for 4. And then C chord, 3rd string, O1, and then we're gonna go to 2 open on the top there. So we got C to start, O1, and then 2 O, 2 to open on the 3rd string, back to the 2 on the 3rd string, big 2 to the B string twice open. Now we're going to come up here to a 7-5 open. Okay, so it's like da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, so kind of cool chord that adds something fun in there. Then we're going to come back to the G. Same stuff. Now the second time we're going to go from the C, O, O, 1, we're going to go to an F, 3, 2, but with an open on the 2nd string. Kind of rake it if you want. 2 to open on the 3rd string, E minor 7. Back to C. Same thing with that F. E minor. This time, go to C there at the end. Okay, so let's look at everything from the verse again. We got go to the F. 7, C again, F, E minor to C. Okay, let me just go through the verse. It's about the same type of stuff. We're gonna have sometimes there'll be like little variations on the verse, the vocal thing, the melody. Now this time we're coming in, we're gonna have. So we have the 2 with the open on the 2nd string. We're gonna go to that 3. So it ends up being open on the 2nd string to 3 over here. We can kind of hit that as a bass note every now and again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and see, I like the second kind of half of that bar. We're gonna go O3, O3, O, and then open on the little one to 3. And as soon as we hit that 3, we're gonna come up with the rest of a C chord. We're back to another verse thing. Okay, so all the same stuff. This time C to F. Now this time we're gonna go E minor, open 1, open on the second string, little open, so it's gonna be, and then C with a little 3 on the bottom. Very last one of that measure is going to be like the 4 and, it's going to be an open there, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to go back to the 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then pull it out. We got this trill right here, so I like to mute all the strings around that so I don't get any extra noises. Just open to 1, back and forth a bunch of times. Okay, then we're into the Paul McCartney part of the song. This is a great song. So John Lennon wrote super killer parts of this tune. Then he had like a middle section. He's like, I don't really know what to do here. I'm going to leave 24 bars in here for Paul to write something in. So Paul comes up with the perfect thing. And then the engineer, I'm not sure if it was George Martin, put a clock in there to start where the 24 bars of the mid section would come in, because it's going to be like in a different time and stuff. So he put a clock in there. Then the clock bled into the other microphones and they couldn't get the clock out of there. So then they realized Paul McCartney had written a bit about waking up in the morning, and it was perfect to keep the clock in there. So I'm going to play a little bit of this next section here. Here's the Paul McCartney section. E chord. Okay, so that's what we have going on there. So we got E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're in the next measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our melody goes 1 on the G to open B string. We keep strumming, da 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 da, 1 0 1 0, 0 1 0, and then 1 to 2. And normally we would go lower, but we got to go higher for here. So 2 to 3 into a D chord. Okay, so it's like 6 of those, and the tab I just have 3, but it's like double that long. So it's like 1 to 2, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 to 2 here on the G. D with kind of double note on the B. Open to 1, D, do, do. And that's kind of a B9 chord coming in there. 2, 4, 4. And then an open second string. And then kind of hitting that second string with the E again. 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, 4. And then we go B, B, B. That's those 4s there. O to 1 to E. Da 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 dum. Da da dum da dum. 2 to 3 on the second. Same D thing. I guess it's like 7 strums on that D. And then 2 to 1. You got your E with that second string again. 1 to 2, 4, 4, 2, 1, no, 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 the open. 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, 4. Then we got C. 3, 1. So that's 6 of these C's. 3, 1 on the second string. To G, just the opens. 3 on the second, open on the first, D. Little 3, 2, A. And then 2 opens on the bottom, E. And then C. Little 2 open. Open, open, 3 on the G. 3 to little open, D. 3 to 2. So kind of 3 to 2, all the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, regular A. And then big string 2 with little string open. 3, 1, 3, and the second. Back to a verse. that's C. We got 3, 1, G, 3, open D, 3, 2 to A, open, open E, and no riff on that one, just a C, 2, open G with a 3 here in the second string, 3, open D, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got the big 2 with the open, 3, 1, 3, last verse. F. Then we got that. You got the la, 2, trill. And at the very end, you hit an E chord. You hold it out for eternity. Okay, so that's the main riff A of the tune. That is the intro riff, 3 times for the intro, and then we get into the verse, and it's going to go 4 times. So let's look at this. We got open, open on the G, and then 3, 2 to the D string 3, and back to the G string open. Now the end of this riff is 3, 2, 1 on the B string, and then a 3 on the G string, and right the last second there before we start over. So back to the beginning. So let's try that together. Let's do 4 times through, nice and slow. 3, 4. See, that 3 goes directly into the new G for the next measure. So one more time, 3, 4. Okay, then our next riff, riff B, is gonna go. So we got 0, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 2 down on the B string. Then we're gonna go 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. So that's. And then we got 3, 2 on the G string. So we got. Okay, one more time, nice and slow. 0, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then jump up. 2, 3, 2, and then 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. And then we got a hammer-on pull-off, and then 3, 2 down here. So let's do one riff of the first riff into that new riff. So it's gonna go 3, 4. Okay, and then we're gonna move up to part C. Okay, so that goes twice, so that's 5, 3 to the bigger 5 and back to that lower 5. So 5, 3, 5, 3, and then we go chromatic. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this 2 is gonna go 2, then big 2, and then open 2 on the G string. So it's. And then chromatic back up, 2, 3, 4 to the 5. And then 2, 3, 4 again. Now here we're gonna jump up to the 7th fret. So we got 7, 5, 7, back to 7. Chromatic. 7, 6, 5, 4. Now on this 4, we're gonna go big 4, and then 2, 4 on the G. And we're walking back up. So the beginning of that was. So it's the same as the other one, we just don't have an open string to help us with that, so we gotta move that finger back. So. And then walk that 4 back into the 7, chromatic. Now this second time we're just gonna hold that note, and then we're gonna have this extra riff here. We're gonna go 13. So it's 13, 12, and 12. Then we have a pull off from 11 to 10, and then 12 to 11. So it's 13, 12, 12, 11 to 10, 12 to 11, and then we're gonna go. So the end of that is gonna be 12, 11, 10, and then 7, 8, and then we're back to the main riff. Okay, so let's look at this new riff again we had. And then way up on 13. $12, 11, 10, 7, 8. Okay, so let's take another look at that riff A. We got open, open, 3, 2, 3, open, and then 3, 2, 1. And at the last second, take that 3 back into the open. So 2, 3, 4. And boom, boom. Then our next riff was 0, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2. Let's try that. 3 and 4 and. And then we start with the 3, go to the 4, and back down here. So let's look at that. 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. And then this is riff C. So let's look at that. We got chromatic, 2, 0, 2, and then back up. Back up, where we're going to the 7, riff D, 4, 4, 2, 4, and chromatic back up to the 7. And then we just hold that note, then we gotta go way up high for these end riffs. 13, 12, 12. And once again, that was 11 to 10 and 12 to 11. And then we start on the 12, 11, 10, 7, and 8. So once more on these high riffs, we got. Okay, so that's kind of a main little vamp of the tune. So it's gonna go 1, 2, a 3, and. So it's 2 downbeats, 1, 2. Now think about 16th notes of that second beat. If we had 1, 2, E, and a, that would be 16th notes. So what we're doing is we're only hitting the 4th of that. So it's like 1 E and So we wait a long time and hit that upbeat on the which would be the 4th of those 16th notes. So it's like 1, 2, E, and So. And then as soon as we hit that up, we're gonna go up, down, down, So that's like 3 and. So we got 1, 2, 3 and we don't play the 4, but we played the and after the 4. So we had 1, 2 and 3 and. Okay, so that's the timing of our little strum there. So let's try that. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and. Go up to G. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and back. Let's go a little bit more. Okay, now we have a little solo that after the kind of a bass intro there that kind of covers those 2 chords. It kind of goes from an F sharp bass. He has a little lower note. He goes back and forth, and he goes to the G, back and forth a couple times. Then we have this cool little solo by Jorma. We're going to have the 7th fret. Had to jump this up an octave to fit it on this instrument. So we're going to have the 7th fret, the 2nd string. Hold that a little bit. So we had that 7, and then we go to the 3rd string, and we slide 6 to 7. The reason I slid it is because we have a 7 coming up here. We have 7, 8, 10, and that kind of made it where those fingers fit in there better. So we got 7, 2, 3, 4, 1. See how that works? Da-dum, da-dum, dum. 7, 8, 10 on the 2nd. Now I took my pinky here. You can use a different finger if you want. But I went from 10 to 12, quick slide. Then I'm going to come up here to the 14, do a hammer-on pull-off, 14, 15, 14, 12, and then 15, 14 on the 2nd string. So let's look at all that again. We got. And then we're going to go. So that was 12 to 10, 2nd string. And then we're going to do a slide 1 fret. 10 to 11. Okay, so let's look at it all again. We got. Okay, so that one's going to be 7, 8, 7, 7, 6 on the 3rd, slide it back. So we got. And then we'll wait a little bit on this 7 and hit the smaller 7 afterwards. So, and then we get into a little triplet riff. So it's like 1 and 2 and that's the end of our solo. So let's go up here to this kind of halfway through point. And then we have the triplet, 8, 7, 7. And then 6, 4, 6, 1 and 2 and that kind of thing. Okay, so let's go from the whole solo here. We got. Now we're gonna go 7, 6. 4, 6, 4, hammer on pull off, and then 2 to open on the 2nd, pull off, 2 open, and on the 4 and the big string there. So one more time, we got. Okay, so that's the whole solo, and then we start the verse. We got the. Okay, so that was twice back and forth for the verse. Now we're going to go to an A chord. We're going to hit the 1, the 2, and the 4. So it's like 1, 2, 4, and then we're going to hit a C, hold it for 2 beats, D, hold it for 2 beats. So it ends up being. And then 1, 2, 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so after the C, D, we're gonna do the 1 and the 2 and the and of the 3 and the 4 and the and. So we got, it's like 1, 2 and 4 and. Okay, and then we're gonna have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's look at that whole verse. We got 3, 4. Again. A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so we get back into that F sharp to G. Second verse. Then go to the A again, and this is the chorus. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. Now we're gonna go E. So in this, it has the emphasis on the 2 and the 4. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp. So you could look at that F sharp there as like kind of 6 of those. And it also has that 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit more heavy than the original strum of our. So try to kind of incorporate the 2 and the 4 in that, like. Gotta mix it up a little bit. Okay, so when we get into this F sharp and it goes 6 times, let's follow that through. 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th one, 2 more. Up to G. 2 Gs, back. 2 F sharps, back up. We're going to A. C to D. Feed your head. So we got A and then E. And on the A like that. Okay, so let's go back to the last F sharp and G. We got. You can do the A up here. C to D. Then we got A, and then feed your head. Feed your head. So 2 times on that, and ride the A out. Two, 2, 1, open. We're gonna pull that 1 out of there though. We're gonna go 2, 2, open, and back to the big 2. So we got 4 notes there. And then we're gonna bring this pinky in here and do a 3, 1, O on the 2nd string. We're gonna do that 3 times through. And if you can hold those 2 there while you do that other thing, then they all ring together and sound a little bigger. So 2, 2, O, 2, 3, 1, O. And then we have a chord here. You could either do this 2, 2, and 3, or you could do this kind of bigger one, 2, 4, 3, and 5. So if we play all that together with that 2, 4, 3, 5, It's going to sound like. Okay, and then all the leaves are brown. We get into the verse. Now on the verse, there's not a lot to the strumming on this. You could either go like one and switch chords. Sometimes it's kind of like a da-na-na-na, like down, up, but you could just go like 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and that type of thing. So it's kind of up to you. You can go 1, 2, and, or you could kind of do like a down, up, 1 and 2 and. So our first chord is going to be A minor, G, F, back to G. So let's try those. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to have like an E chord, but this is an E sus. So it's going to be 2, 2, open, kind of like that opening chord we were doing. So we're going to go to the E after that. So we're going to have like 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now here we're only going to have 2 beats. So we have a whole measure of this E sus. So we have A minor. These are all 2 each. Now the E sus, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we go to the E after the E sus, we're going right into an F. 2 beats each on the E to the F. So let's try that again. A minor, 3, 4. A minor, G, F, G, E sus, whole bar, and then E to F, and then C to E, A minor, F, back to E sus again. Now this time we do E for a whole bar. And then we start over. A minor, G, F, G, E sus, back to E, whole bar, A minor, G, F, G, E sus again, back to E. And then we're back to the beginning. So we're going to run all through this again. So same stuff, starting out A minor, G, F, G, 3, 4. E sus, whole bar, and then E to F, E to the F, and then C, E, A minor, F, E sus, to E, whole bar. Now A minor, G again, F, G, E sus, whole bar, E whole bar, A minor, G, F, G, sus, and then E whole bar again. Now we have a flute solo. We have 3 bars of A minor. Now we're going to have A minor, F, C, E, A minor, F, E sus, whole bar, E whole bar. Now A minor, G, F, G, E sus, minor, G, F, G, E sus, E. Now we're to the last verse. Okay, so let's go over everything we had. So we got the intro. Like I said, if that one's a little tricky, you could go 2, 2, 3. Doesn't quite get all the notes you really want, but close enough. Anyway, this one again is 2, 4, 3, and 5. Try to get those all really up tall, and then they won't block the ones below them. One more time, intro, and then we'll keep going through the verse. 3, 4. Okay, let's kick off that verse. 3, 4. A minor, G, F, G, E sus, and then E to F, C to E, A minor, F, E sus, to E, A minor, G, F, G, E sus, E, A minor, G, F, G, E sus, E, and then we're back to the top. A minor, G, F, C to E, A minor F, E sus, E, A minor G, F G, E sus, E, A minor G, F G, E sus, second ending E, flute solo, A minor, second bar, third bar. Now we're gonna have A minor F, A minor F, C to E, A minor F, E sus, E, and then A minor G, F G, E sus, E, and we'll repeat that last part, A minor G, F G, E sus, E, last verse, A minor G, F G, E sus, and then E to F, C to E, A minor F, E sus, E, A minor G, F G, E sus, actually twice on this one. And then we have a tag, we have an A minor G, F G. Repeat that 3 times. A minor G, F G. One more time. And then we got F. Okay, so we had a couple bars of F there at the end. Now that last bar of F has some faster, trickier stuff. That's all written out in the tab. So we got 1 E and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and. So real slow. It's 1 E and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and A minor. Hold it. So once again. So real slow on that. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. A minor. Try it. 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. A minor. Okay, so we have a little kind of a E power chord there. We're going to start out with this O3O. So it's kind of like the E minor pentatonic scale in this case. So we have O3O on the big string, and then open to 2 on the 3rd string, down to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So it's, that's our first little maneuver there. Now we're going to go hammer on, pull off, open 2, open on the G, 3 to open, pull off on the D string there, and then on the little power chord there, open and 2 and the 2 big ones. Da-dum, dum. So. Okay, so real slow. Second one goes. So it has the same beginning. O2, 2, and then O2 to 3 on the 2nd string. And then the ba-dum, bum. So the first 2 together are. Third one, same as the first. Fourth one. So that one went O2, 1, 3, 1 down here. Pull off there, 3, and then 2 to the 2 little power chords there at the end. So. And all of this is in the tab if that helps out. So I'll do the whole intro here. We got. Okay, Okay, then we get into a new riff that's like. Okay, so that's like your 5th fret. Considering the capo, we got 5 to 7. So 5, 7, hammer on. A couple more of those, kind of giving it a little vibrato. And then do one more 7 and go down to this 6 and 5 down here. So it's got that little chord on the bottom too. So that goes 3 times, and then the 4th time you go. So da-dum, bum, bum, ba-bum. And then we're into the next thing. And this is going to go 4 times. So it's 5, 7, 6 down here to the 7, and then another 5, 7. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay, now we're going to add to that riff. So it's 5, 7, 6, 7, and then 8 on the 2nd string, back to the 7 on the 3rd, and then 9 on the 2nd string, back to that 7 on the 3rd. So it's. And then we have this new riff. So we have 3 to 5 on the big one, 6 to 7 after that. Kind of quick on this 5, 6, 7 on the next string. So. So you see how we kind of got that ba ba da dum da dum bum ba da 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 ba da 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 dum. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, and right into the 5, 6, 7 on the next one. Now 6 to 8, the 8 slides to 10, 8, 10 on the bottom here. And of course these frets, that's really the 12, but we're considering everything starting on the 2 being like a 0 fret. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay, so it's a bit of a tricky one. Okay, then we have some vocals, and then we're going to come in with the original riff, our first riff, and then. And then we get back into the, just 2 times though. Now the added riff. Now our riff is going to change a little bit. So we're going to have, this is really the 12, but we're going to call it the 10. So it's 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 10, 13, 10. And the second one in the tune here, they kind of mix it up and go kind of different directions and stuff. But this kind of works for that, and for the ending it works pretty well. So okay, then they get into a groove, which is just, you can kind of just play this E5 chord, E power chord. Kind of has a groove like that. Dum da da dum dum da dum. Down down up down up down. There's a lot of electric guitar type stuff going on, but this will get you through it. So you do like 8 of those. Kind of hit one to stop on that 9th time. Then we got more vocals. We got our original A riff again. And then we have that thing again. So that's what I'm calling parts C and D. So once again, that was da down down down, da down down down. have our 4 times. Then the added riff. Then we got that riff up here. And that's the end of the song. Okay, so some of this, they're kind of varying a bit, and I'm keeping it a little bit simple, but that'll make it a little bit easier to play. So let's go through everything again. We got... Let me have... And added riff. Okay, so just take your time with these, learn them nice and slow, and then we get back to we got vocals, then we got, so we do the whole A section again, then we do the B section twice. And then the added. Had that riff up here, 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 10, 13, 10. And then our groove is like. Ends with so like 8 of those. And you got more part A, we got part C again. And then 4 of them this time. Added riff. All right, Oh Well by Fleetwood Mac, written by Peter Green. Great tune. Thanks for the request, Chris, and thanks for the tip. So this was a request by Chris, and he tipped me for a video previous to this. So if you guys can tip and help support the channel, it can help me get to a video view right away.